doing, man? Blessed and wonderful day today, man. Listen, guys, hit that like button when y'all come in the room, man. We're gonna talk about it today, man. Welcome, man, everybody to the morning show. How y'all feeling out there today, man? Man, we got a lot to cover today, man. So much been going on out there, man. But we're gonna pay the bills right now. Listen, guys, I need y'all to go down to the description box right now. Come join me on the Patreon. We got the link in the description box right now. Come on and check out all the exclusive content that's not on YouTube that y'all can come check out. That stuff that I've been working on, man. Y'all gonna enjoy it, man. Nothing but $1 over there at the Patreon, man. Come support me there. Don't forget, man, if you want to support my YouTube channel right here, go to the Cash App, cash tag Billionaire Charlie, and put in your donations, man, to support the channel. You feel me? Also, man, listen, when you go to the description box, man, you're going to see there all the clothes and things that we've been working on. You know, me and the wifey and stuff like that, man. We're putting a lot of things together, man. So go down to that description box, man, show some love and hit that like button while you're in here, man. We're going to talk about it, man. Hey, look, 50 Cent, man, a genius, bro. A genius, man. He got the Raising Cane and also got the BMF Showgirl to drop. You know what I'm saying? I seen this little clip that he did about Jeezy and whatever, man. I guess they still got a little issue because of the little diss that Jeezy put out on his album or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's crazy, man. I seen the first episode of the Razor Candy joint, man. It was dope. They came in with the action, you feel me? Like off top with the action, you know what I mean? The bang bang, you know what I'm saying? You get an opportunity to see how Candy became the way he is now, you know what I'm saying? I guess of him running the block, running into Tommy and your boy Ghost. You feel me? But yeah, man, I think 50 doing some good things, man. Hey, listen, man, everybody that's in the room, man, I need y'all to get down there, hit that like button, and also let's show some love to Keisha Coles and the Biz Marquee family, man. Put some praying hands, some, you know what I mean? Just show some love to them, man. I just heard her mom just passed away, man. That's crazy, man. A lot of people are leaving a lot early. You know what I'm saying? There's an unfortunate situation with that, man. I just seen that just morning about the Keisha Cole situation, man. They said it's supposed to be alleged overdose or whatever, you know what I mean? Well, she was like 61 years old or whatever. You know what I mean? I remember the shows that used to come on BET where they used to do the little backstory of Keisha Coles and stuff like that. And I mean, how she got to the point that where she is now, successful and stuff like that in the music business. Keisha Coles had definitely a great and amazing run, beautiful voice. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like she was the new version of Mary J. Blige, but you know what I mean? You know how that go. Appreciate that, man. Brian, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that love, appreciate that support, man. You know what I mean? We out here today, man. We man, the conversation's going in, you dig? I mean, I seen the supposed to be what? I seen the Beanie Siegel and Nori supposed to be doing the verses. And then they say that's gonna be in September. I thought they weren't gonna do it. I thought they was like, nah, we ain't gonna do it. Stuff like that, man. But listen though, man, that's something I really want to see, man. Beanie Siegel, no, I think that's gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? I don't think too many people gonna call out Beanie Siegel. You know, that's my favorite rapper, man. They be like, name your top 5 rappers, right? I was just thinking about this earlier, man. It's so tough to put the top 5, but if I had to make my top 5, it'd be I'm gonna go Tupac, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Gucci Man, Beanie Siegel, man. You know what I mean? That's my top 5, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, Tupac gonna always be #1 to me, man. He one of my favorite artists of all time, man. Definitely, man. And Lil Wayne, it ain't nobody that do music can verse Wayne in a versus battle. So that would be devastating because Wayne got so many hits and so many classic records, man. So it'd be damn near impossible to verse Wayne. That's why I say he got to be one of the GOATs and one of the greatest of all time because Wayne is definitely a legend, man. You got Thug on your list, top 5, Thug and Max B. Yeah, you could put it. I mean, that's your list, you dig? But you know me, man. I come from that era, bro. Like, it got to be Tupac, Wayne. You know what I mean? 50 Cent, Gucci Man, and Beanie Siegel, man. That's my list right there, man. I was watching the double XL joint with the youngest, man. I think Lakira and Pooh Shiesty came with it on that, man. really came with it, man. And like I said, I don't I think they could have put Asian Doll up there, man. Cause I think Asian Doll would have came with some flow. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure she could have rapped better than some of the women artists that was there. You know what I'm saying? She definitely should have had a spot. I don't understand that, man. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I think she got some lyrics in the bag. She would have put out some stuff to smash it. You know what I mean? But the verses and you know me, I love hip hop, man. That's my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them dudes that was when everybody was moving on to the drill music and Chief Key. I rock with Chief Key. Chief Key still one of my favorite projects. Okay. That's a tough list. That's a tough list. I rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But I come from that era, man. And look, if you ask me to pick in the verses as far as Beanie Siegel, no, you know I'm gonna pick Beanie Siegel, and then Dipset and the Locks. I'm gonna pick Dipset, man. Hey, look, I expect Cam to come out with that freestyle from the Rap City, man, when he was in the booth or whatever. And when he was counting the money, man, he got to do that when they first come out on the intros. That'd be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I got Dipset taking it. I think Dipset got a little bit more hit records and a little bit more bangers than the Lots. I think when you start going to the mixtapes and stuff like that, you might could get a little run in there. You know what I'm saying? Because Jadakiss got some fire mixtapes. You know what I mean? He got. I mean, he definitely a top lyricist guy as far as Jadakiss, but I just think they gon' I think they gon' put pressure on the Locks, man. And I got the Dipset taking it, man. I got Dipset taking it all, man. I got to ride with my man Cam, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a young buck thinking I was Cam at going to high school at Lake Teller, you know what I mean, Norfolk, man. You know what I'm saying? Dipset all the way, man. I'm riding with Dipset, man. I can't go against my man Cam, man. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was baby Cam back in the day when I was going to school. Had the jewelry on and fresh kicks and all of that. Had multiple chains. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, definitely Cam and them boys, man. They gonna bring that smoke, man. I just think people ain't realizing the hit records and the classes that the Dipset have been a part of, man. People think it's just gonna be a lyrical about it. It's the feeling a lot of times. You got to get that. But I thought Gucci Man won against Jeezy. I know a lot of people gave me heat about that, but I picked Gucci, man. When he dropped that joint, you know what I mean? Say you smoking on Pukalo, like I think that right there was devastating to Jeezy, man. People still to this day, when they look at Jeezy, he lost a lot of respect in that battle because of that. And I feel like when you talking about battle, you talking about controversial or situations where people around is like, you know what I mean? It's like having a fight and somebody just knocked you out. You know what I mean? Then they say you won the fight because you won rounds with your hands or whatever. You know what I mean? Nah, nobody ain't gonna sleep on the Locks, man. You know what I mean? They got too many, you know what I mean, lyrical guys from Sheik to the Styles P, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a Cam guy, so you don't ride it with Cam. You know what I mean? Cam, Jewels, I'm expecting them to come out like that. I think they're gonna do the three. I don't think they're gonna bring my man Hair. They don't want to bring my man Hair Real and them out. You know what I'm saying? they know what kind of story that's gonna be when they bring your boy Hair Real out, Ruger out. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring the JR Writers out and all of that. You know what I mean? You're gonna really cause a situation. They're gonna have to go get J Hood at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like J.R. Ryder, Hell Real, man, crazy. Boy, Hell Real, boy used to spit that fire, G. That's a fact, man. I was looking at the I guess T-Pain and Dr. Dre was feeling like a lot of the new artists today kind of like sound the same and stuff like that. Cam great. Got a deep roster, but trust and believe the Lots. You got your money on the Lots. I don't. I got my money on Cam, man. Straight up. Cam, come out this. You know what I mean? Bring that smoke to them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was looking at the T-Pain rant. You know what I mean? He was going crazy on the young boys, man, feeling like that nobody's coming with new styles or new flavor of music. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize this is a copycat gang anyway. You know what I'm saying? If something's working, everybody gonna try to do the same thing because they trying to sell records. You know what I mean? That's why you can listen to, like, in the beginning of NL Chopper, right? He sounded just like NBA YoungBoy. Now he found his own wave and sound. He sounded a lot different than me when I listened to his music. But a lot of people felt like he was a carbon copy of NBA YoungBoy. And then you had what is it, Jada Youngin and guys like that. A lot of them had that NBA YoungBoy style. I think it's more so is probably a New Orleans style or something like that. But like I say before, it's different you could tell when an artist is taking something from another artist. Far as you know, the guys that got a certain type of sound and wave. When you talking like Dirk, Lil Baby, the Baby, they sounds don't sound the same. And when you listen to like not what's your old boy name on from Cali? His name gonna come to me in a minute. The young boy from Cali. I can't think of the young boy name right now. It'll come to me, but they all sound different. When you listen to Thugs and you listen to Dirk and you listen to Lil Baby and the Baby, the sounds are all different to me. Even if you like listen to T Grizzly, right? T Grizzly got that Detroit swag to it. So I think it's just you listen, you small mindedly and you listening to similar artists, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a lot of them artists that have different, like Uzi Vert. Like I can't really compare Uzi Vert to Lil Baby or Lil Durk. They sound don't sound the same to me. You know what I mean? Maybe they use a melody or maybe a little auto tune or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the music ain't the same to me. That's just my opinion. You feel me? And then you got other artists, you know what I mean, that bring different flavor. Like Kendrick Lamar, we ain't hearing from him in a while. That J. Cole joint though, boy, J. Cole coming, ain't he right? Just J. Cole, boy. Like I say, it depends on who you listening to. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he might not be categorizing the J. Coles and all of them. He probably looking at them even younger. But you gotta think the game is all about trying to win, trying to fit in, and then you start to get more creative. Like Polo G, right? I don't look at Polo G music or his music don't sound like dirt music to me. It's uniquely different to me. You know what I mean? When I listen to Polo G, I listen to Dirt. A lot of people are doing the melodies and the singing thing, but the music to me don't sound the same. You feel me? But like I said, everybody got their own opinion about it. And I know Dr. Dre is a producer, so he probably can see different patterns in the music and be like, yeah, they kind of using the same this and that. But as a person that's just a fan of it, just listening to it, it don't sound the same to me. You know what I mean? I think they got their own little spark and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on the internet too, man. You got the Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell, and the Yup Mouth situation, man. I'm gonna play this for y'all, man. I seen this yesterday, man. I was like, wow. It's crazy because Kwame Brown kind of came out of nowhere. Him and Stacks had a little issue. That thing kind of went viral. What was it Stacks and Matt Bonds or whatever? They had a little issue, and you know Kwame Brown was going at people next. You feel me? Kwame Brown had to let his piece be known. You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't probably the best basketball player in the world. We get that. But Kwame Brown was a guy that came from, I guess, you know what I mean, the hood, just like everybody else, and he made it out, and he was able to provide for his family and stuff like that. I think a lot of times we take away, we look at the game, and sometimes we don't realize that everybody's human, everybody make mistakes, and you know what I mean, everybody ain't built for the same scenario or situation. You know what I mean? So I don't hold him for the basketball thing. I just sometimes I look at a man for just being his character of how he do things outside of the basketball world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't hold Kwame on that. And then you got the Hassan Campbell. He going crazy on Yup Mouth. Man, Yup had our little issue, man, when he started coming at me about the whole Nip thing, and everybody was talking about it. Man, you got to realize there was a lot of fans, a lot of people that had a lot of respect for Nip, and they was kind of like really broken by the situation to see it live on camera and stuff like that. And we all was in our bag like this some bull. You feel me? But not to get too deep on that. So Yup got his little issue with Hassan and Kwame, and I seen even my man Casino even came out and spoke his piece about Hassan Campbell and stuff like that. So I guess Hassan got all the boring arrows pointing at him right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like him on his platform. They respect what he do or whatever like that. And people always question the African Bambaataa thing. Like I said before on one of my other videos, I just feel like it's a hard situation to be able to understand what happened in that. And like I say, from a man to a man, when we look at it, it always seemed crazy that he had these issues with African Bambaataa. Then he started working with them, you know what I mean, as an adult. So it kind of throw people off with that. You know what I mean? I think that's where Yup was coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen Kwame trying to reason with him. You know what I'm saying? Why you doing this and why you doing that? Just put out positive message. I think Hassan do put out positive messages, but he's definitely aggressive in some of the things that he's saying, some of the things he did. Just like the Indian Red situation when the young boy unfortunately fell victim to, the street gang, the gang lifestyle, right? He did the Nipsey Hustle thing, and you know what I'm saying? And we see Game even getting into some altercations with that. You feel me? So it's like it's crazy how the game is. It's crazy how things play out a lot of times. And like I said before, man, I knew it was gonna be repercussions behind that type of disrespect. You know what I mean? Being that LA is a big place and there's a lot of people that rock with Nip that's gonna feel some type of way. I'm talking Bloods and Crips from different sets. So it's gonna be an issue when somebody do something the put something on their name far as the disrespect. Like, cause if you in the gang, y'all all riding with him doing that, you know, him and Capone or whatever doing what any Red did or whatever. Like I say, man, I wish it could have been a sat down and people could have talked it out. But that's gang banging lifestyle. Everybody ain't on a reasonable tip. You feel me? Everybody kind of be on their own wave. Can't tell a grown man how to punch, how to eat, how to get money. Can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? They come to you for advice. You just, nah, bro, I don't want you to mess with that drug. Nah, man, I want you to be out there playing with the guns. You could do all of that, but like I say, the person got to ask for that advice. What you think I should do? Other than that, you just stepping on, you know what I mean, people's feet with white Air Force Ones on. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to hear what you saying. You know what I mean? You could be in a line of fire just trying to be a peacemaker. You feel me? But yeah, man, listen to this though, man. It's Hassan Campbell wilding out on these boys, man. This it had me weak, bro.
Because he can't relate to it. And that's why you'll never take my audience, nigga. You better go get one of them bloods that can talk the talk and put them on your platform. Get one of them Crips that can talk because you can't, nigga. The only thing you can teach the streets is how to do a jump shot, and coding. The streets don't give a fuck about coding. We trying to survive the hood. We trying to survive the hood. There he go live 51 minutes ago. Clown Campbell is live talking the same jazz mentioning me. Nigga.
It's crazy though, man. When you look at the culture, right, and you look at all the things that go comes with the culture and the things that we deal with on a regular basis, and to see this type of, I don't know if it's entertainment or it's actual real energy between these guys, but it's sometimes I feel like sometimes you can talk your way into something being positive to going to something negative, and it's all about your approach with the situation. Because when I look at this type of thing going on the internet, you know, what I'm saying, I've been involved in these type of things myself, but I just feel like with Kwame Brown having the energy he have, you know, I mean, his platform is getting almost as big as Hassan's, and getting up there with your boy Kevin Samuels. We're gonna talk about him a little bit later in the show, but yeah, man, I wish they these guys going so far, man. It's gonna be hard to come back from it, G.
You mad because you feeling the sting of what the fuck I have to say right now? I don't want to mention you. I don't want to talk about you. Why you stopped after 51 minutes? Because your numbers wasn't going all the way up and people want to hear what I have to say? You old Fraggle Rock looking motherfucker. Look at this nigga. Look at him.
Hey, look, Hassan be tripping, cuz.
Let me turn it on. Look at him. Look at him. Let me turn it on. Look at him. And he looking at y'all like y'all stupid. Talk about somebody disturbed your vacation. When did you go on vacation? You stay on the internet. When you started vacation? How you know what people doing while you on vacation? Because you looking for trouble. Look at this funny looking nigga.
Boy, terrible, cuz.
I know you paid for a lot of ass. And then you got nerve enough to have that fucking mess. Cut that shit off your head.
Hey, man, he going too crazy, man. He going a little too crazy, man. Hassan, man, what's going on with you, man? They just push you off your square, huh? I can't do it with that guy, man. Hey, look, man, once again, y'all, everybody that's in the room, man, don't forget to hit that like button, show the channel some love, to bring energy to the channel, man. Welcome everybody to the morning show. Now, man, we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dive into it, everything. Man, I got so many things I want to just break down and come to y'all with, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it live in so long, you know what I'm saying? But we coming with the energy today, man. But Hassan and Kwame Brown, I'm like, this stuff getting out of control, man. I wanted to talk about this, though, man. I had seen this on the, what's your boy, Say Cheese joint, right? He was talking to Bandman Campbell, right? And I was just thinking about our culture a lot of times, right? And you see these little beefs and things like that. and the ego of some people. You know what I mean? I always feel like this, man. As somebody help you get to a place and you can't show respect for them after they do something like that, or don't give them no type of energy far as acknowledgement of how they help you succeed, I think that's sad, right? So we had the situation with Lil Boosie and one of his artists going on with Vlad saying that he wasn't under contract with Boosie and stuff like that. Then we had this situation where I guess the guy from Say Cheese, was it Sean Carter, was talking about how he helped Ron Wade get his deal or whatever, and he never gave him any type of energy or any type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I see it a lot in our culture and how we do things sometimes, bro. I see it a lot. I see times where you will give a person money or look out for them, and they'll never do it for you. You know what I'm saying? And the energy off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, me personally, I try to like stay away from people that carry that type of energy. And even when I think about when I listen to like Kevin Samuels and how he be talking about like different women and different things that they do far as the culture, you know what I mean? I think it's like we kind of like losing our identity to just whole mentality, toxic mentality, and just ratchetness. You know what I mean? No different from the girl, what is it, Shakira or what Richardson with the track situation, right? She was banned because of what she put into her body, right? You know what I mean? As an athlete, you can't come to Floyd Mayweather or LeBron James or any of these people and ask them to put things in their body like that at a time when they're trying to win championships and be be successful, right? So everybody was defending it and trying to make an excuse for it. But her as a woman took responsibility for her misconduct, and she did well with that. I respected her for that because me personally, right? Let's imagine I'm working at a job or whatever, and I just go out get, I mean, blowed up, smoking and stuff like that, drunk, come on the job, and it's in the rule book that I'm not supposed to be intoxicated or smoking, the whoop, and I come to the job unprofessional like that. They got a right to fire me. They got a right to let me go because I knew the rules and regulations prior to going to that job. You know what I mean? Because they give you the booklet, they let you know the rules of what happens when you do these type of things. And I think this accountability in the culture is always needed. You know what I'm saying? And that's respectfully, bro. You know what I mean? We all done bad things. We all done learned from our mistakes and we became better men and better people. And that's why I say, like, I respect that she took accountability there for that. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, when I look at like relationships and things of that nature where people are so cold-hearted and so messed up that they can have something good and ruin it for something that won't last but 2 seconds. And is not understanding the idea of this right here is what you need and it's not what you want. You know, a lot of times people just, that's why when they remember back in the day, they used to ask those questions. Do size matter? Do looks matter? Do what is it? Size, looks, money, and I came to the conclusion none of it matter. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully. And the reason I say that is because you could have a woman that had big sizes her whole entire life and had all bad relationships. It's because she never built character within herself. Like her character in herself, she never learned how to be a wife. She learned how to be a hot girl. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say whore, I'm gonna say hot girl, right? So your whole life, you never condition yourself to deal with problems that come in relationships and things. Oh, I say when people say Kevin Samuels is not needed for the culture, he actually is needed because those conversations being missed. And not just that, I feel like the roommates, the Peef, let's talk, all these content creators that's talking about the relationship aspect of life and our culture and the fall in marriages when they say 1 in 4 would marry as far as our women in the culture, you got to take that seriously. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool to have fun, but at the same time, is your fun, you know what I mean, educating you on to have longevity. And I think that's what happened when you listen to those. When I listen to the Kevin Samuel stuff, I be like, whoa, I be blown away how many sisters that come on that platform that have a hard time being able to be submissive to their man, to cook for their man, to smile and stuff like that. And it's like, it's crazy that you have to go through so much negativity. I remember somebody was talking about why do men don't approach pretty women anymore and why the man don't have enough, you know what I mean, masculine energy to do these type of things. And I think it's an accumulation of embarrassment and shame that be comes over a man like that. Like I say, you got some cocky guys out here that do that, but the numbers drop when you start making apps that people can use to be able to communicate. Even though I always feel the best communication is in person because you get an opportunity to really get a grasp of what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? A lot of times with an app and stuff like that, you can't really get a grasp. Somebody can catfish you or anything. You know what I mean? We seen the whole Young Buck situation. You know what I mean? He said he got catfished so many times. But like I say, man, it's crazy, man, how life is today, man. I look at a lot of stuff. Like I see a very, very attractive woman, and they always single. And like I said before, it's not your looks, it's your attitude and personality and your character. It's never been in check. Just imagine you having the ability to have millions of dollars and you never have to ever want for anything. That's how they looks. That's they looks. For an example, they look so good that even when they're going through complications in a relationship, they'll rather drop the relationship. It don't even got to be no cheating. It could be like just a disagreement. I've seen times where people just walk away because they're not conditioning themselves to be in long-term relationships, only temporary situations. And like I said before, and I coach it as I was growing up in the hood, marriage wasn't something that people was celebrating or having and stuff like that. Even going to college wasn't that celebrated. And it's still today, it's kind of that negative type of energy towards those things, going to college, getting married, having a family and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the things that we see in our culture is that we need that. We need the therapy. We need the help because there's a lot of lost people out here. I know growing up, right, I was watching this other video and the lady was saying something about like that because of the way she looks, she don't get the energy that she desire, or she don't get the people that she desire. Nobody really talks to whoop the whoop because of her dark skin and complexion. And I heard a guy, he was saying something like it control the controllable, right? And not allow that to be the end all to your story. And me personally, growing up in a small group of people, right, I would see myself being defeated a lot of times just talking to different women and having bad results, or just being this and stuff like that. And then as I become a man and as I evolve, I started to realize this: it's always a market for you. You know, what I mean, it's always people for you. It's always somebody that like you. It's just that you gotta stop putting so much attention into the people that don't like you and put it into the people that do like you. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want real love to be coming back, not being in a situation where somebody just using everything about you. And people use you, from your friends to even the girl you probably desire. You know what I mean? And it's so easy for a person that have a savage mentality to take everything you got and look in your eyes as if you the enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's because you allow that to happen. Which me as a person, I've done this a lot of times. I looked out for people, I done things for people, and then the end result was me being treated like a trash bag. And I learned as you develop and as you get older, you realize this whole thing about that, right? You got to stop giving people that don't deserve things. You know what I mean? You don't have it. I can have 100,000 in my pocket, and you ask me for $20, and I'm not gonna give it to you. Why? Because I know your traits show that when I bless you, every time I bless you, you don't do the same thing back. You know what I mean? And you the type of person that would even hurt me to get what I got. So it's like you gotta start separating yourself from those type of savage people. You know what I mean? That only look out for themselves and only care about themselves. You gotta, like I say, you almost gotta have your own ego, because your ego should say, I ain't going for it. You know what I mean? Like you can't be going for. Like I said, I appreciate those conversations that Kevin Samuels and the roommates and the people that talk when they bring up these conversations like that, because it need to be talked about it, because there's a lot of people that's being brutally misused in relationships and things of that nature. Think about the girl that was saying that she had a guy paying for her car and her apartment after they broke up, and she was sleeping with another guy in the apartment. Listen how disrespectful that sound. And for somebody to be on a platform saying it's okay to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can a woman be conditioned to think that that was okay? Right? Like, how are we in a society where women would tell other women to be a whore for their whole 20s and have multiple kids by multiple different guys and then get a husband? You're not conditioned to be a wife because you never had those steps of how to be committed. Right? Then they say it's all the guy fault. It's the guy fault, but it's not. really the guy for us, the choices that we make. It would be the excuse for me to, oh, Charlie, why you ain't working at this job and this and that? That's an excuse, right? You can go fill out an application. You can go do this, whoop the whoop. I don't have to sell drugs. I don't have to do pollution of things in a crime way. You know what I'm saying? I can do things in a positive mindset. But it's me being conditioned to understand it. If you're not conditioned for that, how can you think to get? It's just imagine this, right? How do LeBron James, how do Giannis, right, or Chris Paul or Booker, any of these guys that's in the championship game right now, how can they be champions if they never conditioned themselves to be a champion? So let's imagine that Booker was just eating hamburgers every day. And he said, man, I'm going to win an NBA championship. He don't work out. He don't shoot no jumpers in the gym. He don't do none of these things. He literally just eat hamburgers and sit around all day. Now, how can he condition himself to be a champion without a champion mentality? And that's how it look when they talking to the guys and the women. A lot of times you can have a pretty boy guy that used to getting a lot of girls. He's not conditioned to be in a solid relationship with a woman. He don't even understand that because he never conditioned himself. He never had dick discipline. Not having dick discipline allows him to make a lot of mistakes, and because of his looks, he able to keep doing it over and over. I believe money and looks and just confidence can get you to mess with anybody. But the whole point of this conversation, what I'm saying is like nobody's conditioned to the championship game, which would be the marriage and having a family and living a successful life. Nobody's conditioned for that. Living in the neighborhood, in the hood, like I learned a lot of the things that I learned from being in foster care and watching Mama D and Mr. JC, and they used to raise me and stuff like that. I watched them as a couple, as a married couple, and I learned from that. That's why I inspired to be married. I inspired to do things the right way, you know what I mean? But in life, right, living in a single mama home before I went to foster care with my mother gave me this, like I told you, it's all, I also believe it's a, what you call it, mama's boy syndrome. I think it's that too, because if you a mama's boy, right, your mama spoil you, she buy you all the Christmas toys you want, and she treats you so good, and she give you these conversations how wonderful women is and whoop the whoop, right? And your mama like, man, these women, you know what I mean? She hyping you up on something. But like I say, my dad would always give me conversations like these women out here really be horn out here. They really do this and that. My mom gave me the good story. And then actually when you go into the field, you start to realize, man, you got to play the game because this is ruthless. You know what I'm saying? You get with a girl and you got your high hopes up and your expectation is marriage and you about to get married. You about to treat her right. You about to do this and do that. We about to work together. And it don't work that way because the culture is not built off that type of standards where we do loyalty, we do respect, we do honor, we do submissiveness, and we just work as a family group. We're not brought up in that type of sense. So when you date a woman most time or some of these guys, sometimes you're going to deal with those type of adverse situations because nobody's conditioned for the marriage part. They're only conditioned for the sexual temporarily part. So when they ask the question, do size matter? Do money matter? Do cuteness matter? I believe none of it matter because we've seen people have all these things and still haven't had a successful relationship. What do matter though? Character. I always say that character is what matters. If you don't have a good character, it's not gonna last. If you're not conditioned for it, it's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? So you could, like I always say before, the prettiest women and the most handsomest guy in the world can get anybody they want. They can tell you that story. Can they keep them? Is the question. No, because they ain't conditioned for it, man. And that's just the reality of it all, man. And it's like I said, I don't think people just try to counsel Kevin Samuels or the Peace Let's Talk or the roommates. I think they all have a purpose with their content, and I think it's respectable because I was even happy to see my man from the roommates start going back live again. He said he wasn't trying to do it no more because people told him that it's like he clowning somebody. You're not clowning nobody. You educating people, bro. You know what I'm saying? In your faith, you should understand that you got a purpose. They're going to throw stones at your window every time. They try to break that glass down, but you got to be strong enough to say, I got a purpose and I got to help people. When I come on my platform, we talk hip hop, we talk basketball, we talk real life. You know what I mean? And like I say, in life, man, I've been through so much hell and so many dark places, depressions and all of that, man, because I had to understand that this life that we live today, right, it comes with the condition of it all. You have to go through something to understand how to maneuver in the next situation and how to be a better person from the last situation. I think each relationship that I've been through made me a better man and a better person. You know what I mean? So like I always say, man, as we teach our kids as they growing up and stuff like that, they have to learn all these things. Your daughter got to learn these things. We don't want your daughter to be no hat girl, or, you know what I'm saying, telling her to, yeah, let's sleep with everybody you want to sleep with until you turn 30. You know, it's just like, that wouldn't be my message. I wouldn't tell my daughter that. That's foolishness. And I wouldn't expect my wife to tell my daughter that. I'd be looking at her like she crazy. Like, nah, we not telling her to go sleep with everybody, had multiple kids by different dudes and stuff. Man, it's so crazy, right? Like when you watch when you watch the show, you realize how many people actually think that way. To say it, it sounds crazy, but it's actual people that feel that way. And none of these people getting married though. Like never. They never getting married. They never having those type of successes at all. You know what I mean? So it's like, why do that? You feel me? Like I said before, man, all that content is needed, man. Those conversations need to be had. Like I said before, like you got the women version of the man always cheating, the man always doing this, the man always doing that. Then you gotta ask the question: if you've been with 10 guys, right, and you having the exact same result, at what time do you take accountability and responsibility for your picking? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I pick 10 women, right, and I get the same result from all 10 women, that's my fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that 10, and I get the same result every time. Like, it got to click in your brain that I'm doing something very, very wrong at this point. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you ain't conditioned for it, so you don't even know what you're looking for. You don't know how to identify things. And then, like I said before, like, you got a lot of women that's in the masculine energy. Me personally, right? And I hate to say this, but this being real, I'm gonna just be real, keep it a bean, right? So, what's the girl? I seen what's her name? I ain't gonna say no name. I'm gonna just say this, right? When women cut their hair and stuff off, right? Me as a tourist, man, that is, I don't know, man. I just, like I say, Holly Berry looks amazing with low cuts, but I just think that's a masculine energy thing. But we seen Holly Berry have multiple marriages and it's still in the same type of result. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. All the cutting hair thing and getting it, I'm getting the edge up with my girl. I'm like, yo, this, we got to cut it at one point. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking to the wife about this. We were talking about like how a lot of women got masculine energy. Like you got a man, right? Your man come home from work, he just did like 12 hours or something like that, right? You in the crib all day. You tell him to go warm his own food up. You don't cook for him or nothing. Like it's like that's beyond ridiculousness. Like, you know what I'm saying? It, like I say, your girl almost seemed like your homeboy. Like I expect that if I call to my homeboy, bro, go warm me up a plate, bro. Like nigga be like, what? Warm me up a plate? I understand my man saying that, but my woman gonna say that too? Like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's masculine as hell, bro. Your woman don't even warm you up no food, don't cook for you, none of that. I'm like, she tell you go cook your own stuff. I see, and it's crazy because a lot of people say they do it, but in reality, it don't be done, bro. Those type of things don't happen for real, G. Let's keep it a bean. It don't. I seen it. I'm for my own eye. I seen the dude work all day. Come home, ain't got nothing cooked. You got some money. I'm trying to go back something. They want the money, but they don't want to be the wife. You know what I'm saying? And you in a position, y'all living together, y'all splitting bills together, whatever the case may be, and you don't treat them as your king. You just want money, 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 right? Like I say, I ain't mad at the woman that want a provider or want a leader, but they don't even want the man to lead though. And when you see those conversations, I think that's even crazier. Like you Muslim, you a Christian, you read all these different books, and you want to lead your man, and you don't want your man to lead you. When you start having those conversations, you hear a woman get into a masculine energy like that, you just be looking like, no, my man ain't gonna lead me. I'm right beside him. I'm like, and then you start to ask about their faith, right? And then when those questions come up, and you get on the book, and you like, yeah, so do you read this? You know, do you understand this? And it's like, nah, like, no, I'm running this, I'm doing this, and it's like, it's sad, bro. And then they ask another question of, well, why is it that black men marry outside of their race? And it's quite obvious, man. because the women, a lot of the women, the majority of the women in our culture have masculine energy. It's not the equivalent of marrying a wife. It's like marrying or being with your homeboy, because the things that you would ask your homeboy, he'd be looking at you like, bro, dude, what? Wash your clothes? Look, what? Cook your food? What? That's what your homeboy would say. You would can to him and be like, yo, wash my clothes, bro. Go cook me something to eat. He'd be like, that's what your homeboy will say, right? Your woman saying that? Your woman don't take care, you don't do nothing for you, but she wants your money. It's like, nah, bro. Like, that's why I be saying our culture is so messed up and so toxic at this point that you don't even have strong women out there to even say, what the hell is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, nobody says that. Like, it's just crazy. Is it a very few women that'll say something, but it's never heard though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough for them actually saying that we all got our position and we all play a part and within the marriage, right? You know what I mean? Your wife getting something happen to your wife, you go out there, you know what I mean, something happening in the home. You the protector. You try to, you know what I mean, hold it down. You don't want your wife. See, that's the thing, right? They asked the lady, right? She was like, if a burglar come in the house, whoop the whoop, something happened, right? You want your man to put the armor on and go out there and protect the kids and stuff. Now the question is, no, I'm gonna be right beside him when the stuff go down. See, she not even thinking when she answering the question. Now you say, Charlie, what you talking about, Charlie? Well, let's say something happened to you, right? At least she can take care of the kids. They don't go to foster care. That's why the man is supposed to be protecting the home, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if both of y'all gone, the kids go to foster care. So it's like you gotta think about the questions when they being asked, right? So it's like that's the thing I be saying when I watch those shows like that, man. I be like, man, they ain't even paying attention to the question. Like, no, you don't. You're not beside your man. You behind your man. Your man's supposed to protect you, supposed to shield you, supposed to keep you safe, supposed to provide for you. You know, like I said, a lot of times women are getting into a relationship with men that don't have financial freedom or ball. Let's say ball, and they ain't rich, right? They working a 9 to 5. They may be making $10, $7, whatever the case may be. They on the low end of the spectrum, right? And they looking at him as 50 Cent, right? Like you putting your man in the same category as 50 Cent. This man don't even make 50 Cent type of money, right? So by doing that, little dirt. Yeah. I seen that. I mean, that happened with the duck thing too. Yeah, but you gotta, you got. That's why I'm trying to tell people. You gotta put things in perspective. So whatever it all go bad, what happens at that time? You know what I mean? Especially if you got kids, that you want her to grab the kids and get them the hell out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Like I don't want both of us to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You gotta think about. I don't think people think beyond that. Like we both can bang out. Then you gone. We both gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, go get the kids. Get the heck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm D-boying this joint at this point. You feel me? Like, nah, bro, that you don't want that. You don't want both people to be gone. You want that kids to at least have their mama. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You know, I know everybody got their own perspective and stuff like that. But for me, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, nah, go get the kids, get up out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my first thinking. If something crazy like, I'm like, oh no, get the kids out. Let's get the kid. Go ahead, get the kids out. Go, y'all go. Y'all get out of here. Go ahead, out, man. I don't worry about myself, lady. Y'all get it. I want my family safe, bro. I don't give a. You know what I'm saying? I want my family safe, bro. Like fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I be feeling. Like I want my family safe, bro. So whatever I gotta take, I don't care. My son good, my daughter's good, my family good. Let them go, bro. Like, nah, you ain't banging out with me. You take them kids and get up out of here. You feel me? Like, nah, bro. Like, I always say, look at it, look at the perspective, bro. That's my family, man. I'm not about to let her get into this banging out with me like she's some dude. Like, nah, go ahead. Nah, go get the kids. Go, man, y'all get in the car. Like, go ahead, I got this. You know, even if I take a L, I'd rather my family be good. But like I said, we got too much masculine stuff. Now we both gone. You know what I'm saying? Like they go to foster care. You gotta put it in perspective. A man is a provider. A man is a protector. You want your man to be a leader, not no goddamn follower or not no beta man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Now, like I say, everybody got their own perspective and whoop the whoop, but I get where he coming from when he say stuff like that. And like I say, the culture is so dark nowadays, bro. I be like, I have a hard time just having regular relationships with people, man. I'm a tourist, it's hard for us anyway, like, right? Because we real people and we see fake quickly. Like, as a tourist, man, I see fake stuff so quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, I give you my all if you riding with me. But when you start doing fake stuff, I gradually fall back. I say, let me see if this person gonna be real. Let me see if this person gonna keep it real. And when they don't keep it real, I gotta get away from it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it all comes down to. And I feel like the culture has taught people to be grimy and just messed up. And like I say, from the man perspective and the woman perspective, because it's both sides that do the same thing, right? Because nobody's conditioned to be a good father, a good man. He's taught to be a dope boy, you know, standing on the corner. I mean, messing with every girl in the hood. He taught that. The woman is taught to just have fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't he supposed to do everything and you do nothing. No, that's not how it works. The man do his part and the woman do her part. And they work together as a team. And you may have flaws in your relationship. Yeah. I mean, Tauruses, man, like we one of them type people, man. We'll sit in the cut and analyze everybody in the room. Like we'll be quiet as a mouse and analyze, man, about time that everybody left the room, I know everything about this, that, left, right, up, down, like what pen they use, the right with. Like that's a Taurus for you. We could be the best detectives in the world, like straight up, because we see stuff like immediately, like the energy, the spirit, the everything. We just catch it. You know what I mean? That's what I used to have a lot of times when I used to date different women. I sit back. That's why a lot of women that I date, they talk to me like I'm their daddy. Like this, yeah, I'm about to change my life. I'm about to do this and that because they know when they're in the room with me, all the fake stuff shares off of them, and I can see it, and they know that, which make them feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When a man got the ability to know everything about you in a few seconds of you talking, that's kind of scary to women that's trying to hide something. But a real woman ain't gonna be afraid of it because she knows she have nothing to hide and she understand a real man. And a man understands a real woman. So it's like when somebody got something to hide or they trying to shake this or shake that, it's like, yeah, it's not gonna never work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just real, G. That's why I say those conversations gotta be had, man. And I feel like a lot of times women don't know their place, man don't know their place, and everybody just all put in a gumbo pot of hot mess. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's a straight up hat mess. You know what I mean? I see it all the time, bro. I be like, damn, how y'all say that? How your man is not your leader? You the leader of your man? Like that sounds fucking disgusting. Like, and then the question is, why do black men marry outside the race? Is because the other cultures are taught differently, right? They had like I think she was Filip- Filipino lady that was on the platform one time. She was asking a question. She said, "Nah, culture. My mom cooked for my dad. She cooked lunch. I mean, breakfast, lunch. She cooked dinner, everything. She took care of my father." That's what she said. The Filipino lady said that, right? In our culture, our women ain't taught like that. They taught F a man. Or you don't need a man. A man is this and that. Like all these bad things about a man, and it's because your mama picked the wrong dude every single time she went on a date. She wanted the most popular guy, the guy that looked like Trey Songz, the guy that was sleeping with every woman. She knew the dude traits before she even got one. One thing we know about women is they very, very good at knowing these things. So prior to getting into that, she thought about what she wanted out of this situation. She wanted good sex out of the situation. She probably didn't want all the money. She wanted a little money and some good sex. And she said, you know what, I'm going to mess with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes an explosion of just all negativity instead of finding the characters in a man that really counts for the long run. And that's what we all do. You know what I'm saying? We do these things all the time, bro. It's the reason why everybody obese and nobody's in shape. And you got to think about it. People want to go to the gym one time a week. You know what I'm saying? One time a week and eat Popeyes every week. You know, every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like that mentality of we're gonna lose all this weight in one day. It's like that it just don't work that way, man. You gotta understand in life, everything take time. Like blowing up on YouTube, it take time. Being successful take time. In our world, we want everything to happen fast, and it don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It just don't, man. Yeah, the coaches are different, man. You know what I mean? It's different, and like I said, I've been around a lot of different coaches, and I've seen the difference in far as how they think about this, right? In the black community, right? In our culture, women don't even say the men are leaders. In the other cultures, the men are known as the leaders. Every other culture that you look at of that's together, the marriages are higher and everything, and they look at the man as leaders. How do we look at it? How we come from our culture, and you got to think about it, even if they go to like Africa, right? Their culture is so different from the American culture. Even they still with their standard that they're man are the leaders. It's just our culture in America don't respect that regard. And it's because they keep choosing the wrong individuals. I guarantee you, most of the women that choose the wrong individual, they knew a guy that was actually a leader and actually had these qualities that they needed within their family structures, and they went past it. Why? Because their mama and their aunties told them, go ahead and go do that hot girl summer. Go ahead, go do this and do that. And about time you do that, think about this, right? Let's put this in perspective, right? If think about the body, the body is supposed to be it's supposed to be precious, right? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be unique to your partner, right? You had sex with over 20 individuals, right? Just put this in perspective. This is a vagina. This is not a penis, right? Two different things, right? The wear and tear on that and having kids to be with multiple people and then try to settle down. It's damn near impossible for you to settle for something. That's why they always say, all black women always come with that line, I ain't about to settle. I ain't about to. How can you settle if you had sex with over 100 people? First of all, let's say you get a man do please you sexually, right? It's gonna be other aspects that's gonna have an error on it because you're so used to being with so many people. If you condition yourself with one guy, let's say you moved on from that guy and went to another guy. Let's say you did like a 6, 7 year relationship, went on to the next guy, right? And I'm talking about not the relationship these people have out here where they talking about they in a 10 year relationship and they've been sleeping with 100 different people in between the relationship. Hot mess, hot garbage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody you've been with consistently for that period of time, right? How you condition yourself for marriage. How you gonna condition yourself for marriage if you always slept with a bunch of people or you always been with a bunch of people? So at the end of the day, that's why he always come with the die alone because the end result of it, I seen like this old lady I used to work with doing security, right? And she would talk to me about her past relationships with her baby daddy and stuff like that. And as she talked, she sounded like a 15-year-old girl, right? She sounded like a 15-year-old girl that's just coming out of high school, about to come out of high school. And I'm like, how did this lady in her 40s and 50s something sound just like them? And I say, damn. That's when you look at your coach and you say, wow, nah, I ain't about to get married for this and that. You allowed your whole life to go past making these bad decisions over and over again to your end result of you being alone and getting old and not being able to take care of yourself. And you got to know that the job you have ain't going to provide the income and things that you need to end